Anchored at sunset, leaving just after sunrise. It's almost 7 a.m. Yeah, sunrise for us.
No rest for the wicked. For me, anyway.
We have a long journey ahead going to Huntington, about 70 miles. We'll get there just before sunset.
And just before the storm.
Oopsie.
From here we had a very early morning start this morning at sunrise. Came out around the lighthouse, through this gap here where the tide was running at 2.5 knots. And now we're heading along the north coast of Long Island Sound, where we will head all the way over here to a little place here which is called Huntington, where we've got a mooring at the Yacht Club, and then that is just 1 hour into New York.
Beautiful shoreline again, lovely properties with strips of beach. Very heavy dew again this morning. 6 knots of wind, we are motoring. We are just about to pull the main out to stabilize us a bit. 2 hours into our journey, motoring journey. Wind is dropping completely, we have to furl the Genoa away. We are making water to top up our tanks with fresh water, now running the water maker, producing 160 liters per hour. In another couple of hours we should have one tank of 500 liters full. Just to give our ears a break, we stopped the engine and we are sailing.
Sort of.
Well, we are only doing 2 knots.
But it's very peaceful. Wish we could just sail all the way like this.
It's quiet.
We're going right past Greenport, just over there, where we were in last night. If only we could take Cloudy over the land, we would have been here hours ago.
4 hours into the journey. I'm topping up on vitamin D. Glen is inside ordering metal polish and eyeglasses. We are kind of bored, not a breath of wind, impossible to sail, and we have 1 knot of current against us. Yeah, not exactly an exciting day. Thick clouds gathering. This is the weather front that we want to avoid at anchor. The leftovers of Florence, which tomorrow shall bring some rain. Four hours and a half to go still. Online shopping finished. Now time for a bit of admin.
Squatting! So dirty! These industrial countries. Dirty atmospheres. Let's get back to the Caribbean.
When we get bored motoring, everything on the decks gets a good clean.
I do the big carpets, one of those small ones.
The wind gods have pity on Glen. Wind has kicked in a little bit, we have 10 knots. Sails out and peace.
I'm happy!
Almost 7 hours into our journey, we can sail at long last. Only 5 knots, speed over ground.
Am I nice clean deck? Am I nice clean deck?
Oh yeah, very
the
clean.
Black that came off, just wiping it with a sponge, it was filthy.
Dark clouds ahead of us, but beautiful, beautiful sail. There he comes for part 7 of today's cleaning duties.
Well, I've done a swing now. Number 1, wetting. When you see rain coming,
very nice sail. Very calm. Rain is just starting. We felt a few spots. Perfect timing for the rain now. What are you doing? He nearly gave me a heart attack. Perfect timing for the rain now to wash the salt off the fittings. Beautiful, beautiful sailing. The usual winch rinse after sailing.
Nobody else would do this. That'd be nice. Here we are. Be good to when I next need you.
Coming into Huntington Harbor. Very narrow channel. Beautiful harbor. We fell in love with several of the properties here, as usual. I picked my favorite. That's interesting. Looks like a taxi for boats. We have arrived.
And that's us on the mooring for a week or two. Nice little mooring in the middle of the channel. 2 lines, nice and safe. And it's just started raining. What perfect timing, yeah?
Huntington Yacht Club. Would look better on a sunny day, but it's pretty spectacular as it is. Now that's more like it. Bring it on and rinse all the salt off. Leftovers from Florence. Run, Forrest, run! We are draining the dinghy.
That's my shower for the day. Look at the side decks. We haven't had this since we're in the Caribbean.
I think we'll be putting the heating on after this. Glen fancies a dinghy trip in the rain to rescue his sponge. Don't be long.
Well, I won't be because I'll freeze.
And that's dedication. Washing the boat in the rain.
Go away, I'll shut my door on you. Yep, dedication.
We spilled tea on the laptop and we'll learn how to dismantle so that we can wipe it clean, and hopefully it will work. Beautiful day this evening. And very peaceful. Only crickets and traffic. Bye bye, Cloudy. Be good. Good morning.
Morning. On the train to New York again. A bit chilly this morning, especially in here with the air conditioner.
And whom do we have here?
We have a young Alex in the back.
Good morning. Empire State Building with the top hidden in the cloud. Walking on Broadway towards downtown. And the Flatiron Building. Madison Square.
We are on the Brooklyn Bridge and it is a zoo.
And not much of a view.
And no view. Apart from back one, which is pretty zoo.
Very interesting building. And the One World Trade Center.
Welcome to One World Observatory.
We are up the top of One World, doing a little bit of reconnaissance for our trip tomorrow, where we'll come down the East River, around the end of Manhattan, past Governor's Island, and over to the Statue of Liberty, and up the Hudson. This is looking out east over Long Island, Manhattan Bridge, looking over Brooklyn, Financial District. This is looking directly north over Midtown and the Hudson. See both sides of the river on this screen. And down below, lots of cool little roof terraces. And looking west over New Jersey, Ellis Island, and out to sea. like we're in the Senate of Star Wars. And we are having a hot dog, New York style. That's a hot dog. Thank you. Wonderful. Look at that. Finally, we get to see New York in its true colors. Blue sky and sunshine. We are going to Wall Street. The New York Stock Exchange. That's made millions and lost millions for people. This is the heart of Wall Street.
JP Morgan building. New York Stock Exchange. Trinity Church in the background. And the Federal Hall. The New York subway experience from Wall Street to Grand Central Station will be taking passengers.
This is a walk.
The subway. I was going to say the metro. Subway.
The beautiful Chrysler building. And the Grand Central Station.
Come on, I'll show you Grand Central. Oh, we're already here.
East balcony in Grand Central Station.
There's Harrison Ford, he's down there somewhere running from somebody.
Or Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah. No, he'll be coming through the windows.
The Vanderbilt Hall in the Grand Central Station. Madison Avenue. Scaffolding everywhere.
Scammy scaffolding. Someone's got a scam going here with this scaffolding.
That's what we suspect. President Trump has meetings with other heads of states, and the traffic is an absolute zoo. And the small little building jumped between the towers. Fifth Avenue. More scaffolding on Fifth Avenue. Trump Tower.
Trump.
Normal buildings in between the skyscrapers. We are going to visit Central Park. The rock that Manhattan is built on.
Central Park in the late afternoon. We came here for oxygen. Alex came here for photos.
The Rockefeller Center with the famous rooftop. Second observation deck for today. Top of the rock in the Rockefeller Center.
7 o'clock. Tomorrow.
Okay, 3 guesses where we are. First guess? Times Square. Friday evening.
We are back.
Well, I love this part of the boat. Going back to the boat with the best clothes on and a wet dinghy.
That sums it up.
If the thing is dry, she always says, please put some water over it so I feel at home.
We returned to Cloudy Bay yesterday evening. A bit of admin this morning.
100 gallons. 100 gallons. Fancy a swim?
Not in this temperature, thank you. Just pay attention there.
This is the balcony of Huntington Yacht Club. We have just come in for some fuel. Quite reasonable here. All the conveniences, fuel, pool. Look at that pool, completely empty. Completely empty. And a very nice clubhouse.
Leaving Huntington Harbor, we are going to Annapolis. We shall arrive tomorrow. Sunshine today, at long last.